All right, folks, good morning. Sorry for the delay. Just had a technical issue, but we're good to go now. All right, so let's get started. So for today, the 30th, Thursday, May 30th, we have the following. At 8:30 a.m., we had preliminary GDP quarter over quarter, which came in better than expected. Unemployment claims came in as expected. Preliminary GDP price index quarter over quarter came in as expected. Goods trades balance came in worse than expected, and preliminary wholesale inventories came in softer than expected. At 10 a.m., we'll have pending home sales month over month, which is a major report. Then at 12:05 p.m., we'll have FOMC member Williams speaking. And then that will conclude all the news for today. So most of the news has been released pre-market, but we do have a major report coming out at 10 and a expected to be minor impact report at 12:05 p.m. Eastern. Taking a look at the QQQ ETF, we can see that today we're looking like we're going to open slightly lower than we were yesterday, but we're moving up towards the previous session's close. And looking at the previous session, it was mostly neutral. We were slightly positive, but not by much. I think it was like 0.3% up. But either way, mostly the trading activity was flat and the volume was low. So we're not seeing very strong bullish or bearish action since the Memorial Day holiday. Now, having said that, let's take a close look at which stocks were moving yesterday. Wasn't that great of a day, but Lyft was positive. It went past its target number one to the upside of 15.81 a share, topped out at 16.06. We have CrowdStrike, which was able to um, pass its target number one at 349.73, and then it topped out about halfway to target number two at 353.54. FTNT nearly reached target number two to the upside, which was target number two was at 60.31. The stock got to a high of 60.3, so only 1 penny shy of target number two. So great move there. Next up, we have AMD, which was bearish. It was able to surpass, to go below our target number one to the downside of 164.63. Then it got about two-thirds of the way to target number two to the downside, bottoming out at 162.91 before bouncing back. Apple was bullish. It was able to pass target number one to the upside of 191.29. Then it went just over halfway to target number two to the upside, topping at 192.25. We have Amazon, which was able to reach target number one to the upside of 183.49. Then topped out at 184.08. And then lastly, we have Starbucks, which was able to reach target number one to the upside of 78.01. And then it topped out at 78.32. All right, so that's everything we have for yesterday. Not the best day, but we had a few opportunities. Taking a look now at the pre-market session, here's what we can find. We have ASTS, which is presently up 7.21% on about 3 million shares at least $1 per share. So we'll go ahead and add ASTS to our pre-market radar as well. That was on the radar yesterday, by the way. Next up, we have MAXN, which is presently, sorry, I misspelled it, which is presently down 54%, 5.7 million shares roughly. It's at least $1 per share. This is a solar technologies company, reported a pretty substantial loss, which is why the stock is down. So we'll add that to our pre-market radar, MAXN. Next up, we have ONMD, which is presently up 40%, about 11 million shares, and it's at least $1 per share. So we'll go ahead and add ONMD to the pre-market radar. Next up, we have PATH, PATH. Oh, sorry, that's actually NYSE stock. Never mind. Next up, we have SMFL, which is presently up 84% on 9 million shares, and it's at least $1 per share. So we'll go ahead and add that to our pre-market radar as well. SMFL is the symbol, and that's currently very active, by the way. Now, if you folks see any other stocks that meet our four criteria, let me know in the chat. The four criteria: first, it must be a NASDAQ listed stock only. We're only looking at those. Must have traded at least 1 million shares of pre-market volume this morning. Must also have achieved at least a 6% price change from where it was yesterday, positive or negative, as of right now, of course. And also in the pre-market, it must have achieved at least a $1 per share price. It must be currently trading at least $1 per share. So if you see any other stocks that meet those four criteria other than the ones already mentioned, let me know in the chat. We'll take a look. These are the ones we found so far: ASTS, MAXN, ONMD, and SMFL. All right, so again, folks, if you see any other stocks meeting all four criteria, let me know in the chat. We'll take a look. All right, then I assume we have no more, so we'll wrap up for today. Please be sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel. I see we have 11 likes, but more than 11 people watching. Please be sure to hit the like button. That greatly helps us with the YouTube algorithm. Also, be sure to subscribe to the channel. That way you'll get notifications each time we publish a video. If anyone's watching this on a replay, please be sure to check out fundertrading.com, our website. You'll see a link in the description of this video. Other than that, for everyone else, I'll see you in the coaching room in about 27 minutes, and then we'll pick up from there. Have a great trading session. I'll see you for tomorrow's pre-market pulse. Take care.